YouTube live, what's going on YouTube live, Badri avare? You mute alidira?
Yes, awesome.
Sri Badri avare, like we have enough people or are we waiting more?
I think 1 more minute and then we can start.
Sure.
So which means, Ajit, the people can see that YouTube recording whenever they want, huh?
Correct. And Badri avare, Rahul also reached. Is he joined?
I didn't see him.
Okay. Let me just call Shiv Kumar once.
Sure. Yeah, we can go ahead, Ajit.
Okay, let's start. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂದಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವೆನ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ. ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಬದ್ರಿ ಅವರು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಬರಮಾಡಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಈಗಾಗ್ಲೇ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ದಂಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಾವು ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದು ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಬದ್ರಿ ಅವರು ತಗೊಂಬಂದ ಐಡಿಯಾ. ಅಂಡ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಟು help community with this one opportunity, and it's the one of the best ಅಂತಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ, ನಾನೇ ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ VFX ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಸೆಷನ್. ಹಾಗೆ ಮುಂದೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಸುಮಾರು ಜನಗಳನ್ನ ಕರೆಸಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದೀವಿ. ಬದ್ರಿ ಅವ್ರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ವಿನಯ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಅಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೈಮ್ 3:30 ರಾತ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. Once again, thanks for doing all this stuff. And looking forward to see Shreya also. Shreya is taking a lead on this. Thanks, Shreya. Once again, doing the great leadership job as usual. So, Badri avare, as usual, please come and take over and talk about few things on this.
ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಅಜಿತ್. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಸೊ ಈ ಉದ್ದೇಶ, ಈ ಕೂಟ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕೂಟ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಅವೆನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕೂಟದಲ್ಲೇ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಈ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೂಟದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ತರಬಾರ್ದು, ಇದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೂಟದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಅದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇದು ಮಕ್ಕಳಾಗ್ಲಿ, ದೊಡ್ಡವರಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಯಾರೇ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಈ ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಯಾವ ತರ ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಫ್ ದೇ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಎನಿ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್, ಇಫ್ ದೇ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಅರ್ನ್ ಸಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಡಾಲರ್ಸ್ ಸಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ವೆರೆವರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್, ಆರ್ ಇಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಬ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಆರ್ ಎನಿ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ವೈ ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕೂಟ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಮೇನ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಇದೇ ತರ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಕೊಡೋರು, ತುಂಬಾ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಕೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಸೊ I don't want to delay any further. I want to introduce Shreya, of course, our young leader and also president of a youth committee. And you all know Shreya already. She has done a dynamic, amazing work in many areas. And also, just to let you know, she's also a president of a STEM club in her school. And she's been interviewing so many achieved, accomplished professionals in her school. So in our school, that is unbelievable. And I'm going to let Shreya come and take over, and she will introduce the guest for today. Shreya, it's all yours.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for taking the time out of your Saturday to listen. I'm really excited about this whole series of career avenues. I'm going to jump right into the introduction to kick things off. So please give a warm welcome to Vinay. He's currently an animations and VFX mentor based in Mysore. And previously, he was also part of the teaching faculty in the University of Mysore. In the Center of Information Science and Technology, and he's here with us to explain more about the field and the roles within the field. So let's give him our undivided attention for the next 45 minutes or so. And if you have any questions along the way, just please wait until the end of the talk during the Q&A session. And whenever you're ready, Vinay, you can start.
Oh, thank you, Shreya. Thank you very much. And good evening, everyone. Namaskara, ellargu. I hope it's comfortable in Kannada or English. I can just switch over, or a mix of it is also good.
I think,
So, a show of hands.
Mixed is good, Vinay. Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So I have been in this field of animation and VFX for more than 10 years now. I've been in production, I've been in teaching field, and I've taught in many of the private institutes as well as the Mysore University SIST center also. So see, when it comes to animation and VFX, it's been there for a while, but it's been hidden because of not so much exposure to youngsters, especially in Indian-born children. They are not so much exposed to this field of VFX and animation. And you'll be surprised to know that most of the animation and VFX works that you see in movies, Hollywood movies, most of the work, almost 80% of the work is done in India, especially in Bangalore and Chennai. You have seen the movies like Shrek, Spider-Man, Iron Man. All this, almost 90% of the work was done in Bangalore and Chennai. Uh, so they have centers here which cater to all these movie production houses, and all these workers are Indians. So everyone is an Indian trained in VFX and animation, and they're working. And many of the people in the world, they don't know that it is happening in India. So when you dig it up, you just give it a search, and you'll get to know all the people working behind these movies. So let me start off with a slideshow. I don't want to get into too much technicality. I'll just go over the whole animation and VFX part, and what are the careers that you can choose, and what are the possibilities that is there for you to choose a career. Okay. So I'm just going to share my screen with you. Okay. So you're able to see that? Your thumbs up?
Yes.
Okay. So this is our center timeline. It's pencil to pixels. So what it pencil to pixels actually means is we start off with a basic, very basic pencil and paper. So we start off from there. So anybody who's got no touch of anything related to drawing or creativity or things like that, you can start off with basic things. Okay, so we are not going to start off with complicated animation stuff. We're just going to start off with simple lines and circles. So that is why it is called pencil to pixels. So when it comes to pixels, we are going to go into computer generated graphics. We are going to VFX and complicated stuff. So we cover the whole timeline of your career. So we start off with basic, very basic, this one. Okay, so let me skip. This animation word is derived from a Latin word anima, meaning breath of life. Okay, so anything you give life to is called, animation. Artificially, that means not live acting. So it's an illusion of life, and I'm going to skip some parts because it's not that important, because you can find this on Google, so you can just give it a search. So I'm just going to go skip to the important parts of my, seminar, or just I'm gonna skip, and here we go. Let's keep all this. And here we go. Okay. So we are going to start off with basic shapes like this. Okay. 2D shapes and 3D depth one. So we are going to start off with basic shapes and basic shading with pencil shading. And this is where we start off for kids and anybody who wants to learn animation, especially 2D animation, that is classical animation where you draw your animation and then you are going to take it into the software and then you are going to animate it. Okay, so we are going to start off with basic shapes, then we are going to start off with six figures like this so that you can know what is body language, how to make these characters show what they are doing. Okay, maybe running, throwing, sitting, showing an attitude, showing a pose. So all these are characterized in your drawings. Okay, so we are going to convert these basic shapes into more complicated shapes. So why this breaking down of complicated shapes into simpler basic shapes is it is easier for you to draw. Okay, so you can build characters with it, you can build things with it. Okay, so these are all complicated objects broken down into basic shapes. So this is how we train you from the basic, like how to simplify things. Okay, because many of them who enter this field don't know basic drawing, they don't know how to draw, but they are interested. So we help them with this basic things, and we are going to use basic shapes to create characters out of it. Okay, then we are going to study something called as perspective. So we have perspective drawings that needs to be, you know uh, understood, and how to draw things in perspective. Okay, perspective is nothing but how humans see. Okay, humans, how they see is different from what exactly is. So the closer the object, the bigger it is. The farther the object, the smaller it is. So this is a basic trait of human eye. So this is what we are going to mimic in our drawings, in our output and everything. Okay, so there is basically 1 point, 2 point, and 3 point perspective that you are going to learn technically how to draw. Okay, so basic things again, we are going to start off with basic things, the circles and the axis with which it is rotating, left, right, up, down. So based on that, we are going to create our characters or draw our characters. So this basic things, angling of things, everything is will be taught from the basic circles and all that. So you can, it's easy for you to animate your character. So we are going to make you more flexible. It's not that people are finding it difficult to draw. It is already inside you. What we do is we train you to bring that out. That's it. Okay, so we don't give you any special training to do it, but it's already inside you. We are just going to bring it out. Okay, you will learn exciting things about yourself when you start drawing and when you start exploring your creativity. Okay, so this is how we are going to create characters from basic shapes. We are going to develop it into different expressions, different attitudes. Okay, so and then we are going to study about human anatomy, because human anatomy is very important in you know creating a proportion in life. Proportion means everything in life that you see. You see a building, you see a car, you see a bicycle, you see a door, you see a anything in this world is designed according to a human beings. Okay, so a human being proportion, a study of human being proportions is very important, because you are going to create stuff for humans. So if you're creating some character like an Iron Man, Superman, or something like that, you should have buildings, cars, and everything, proportional to a human being. So basically, that is what we are going to study. We are going to study the human body. We're going to study the younger, small babies and adults. So their variation, and based on their head size, how we are going to, draw these things. So we are going to learn that. And again, human body, we are going to break that down into basic shapes so that it is easier for you to draw. Okay, so again, breaking down the anatomy into basic shapes, so it helps you draw stuff, even hands, small details, everything. We are going to break it down so that it is easier for you to draw. Okay, fine. Okay, so the slideshow is up. So I'm going to show you something. Okay. So when we draw or when we try to create something, we need story, we need a script, we need some characters into it. So what we are going to do is we are going to create something called as a character or a model sheet. Okay, so this model sheet is nothing but a character's turnaround, its attitude, and its accessories. Okay, so any character you take, it has some character to it, any an attitude to it. Okay, it may be a villain, it may be a hero, it may be a sidekick. So based on the character, we are going to design it, and we are going to create a model sheet for it, and we are going to create, again referring to the basic shapes, circles. We are going to divide it into heads, and then we are going to create characters out of it. So this we are going to teach you how to do this also, and again a character turnaround. So it may be your favorite character, Batman, Superman. So we are going to do a turnaround of the same character and different characterization. So this is the stages that I'm talking to you about, like how we are going to bring you from basic circles to creating characters out of it. Okay. So we'll be teaching you how to create each character, different character with different attitude, male, female, child. So a lot of stuff going on there. So Superman, yes. Fine. So this is about 2D animation that I'm talking about. Okay. So once we create this character, we are going to animate this character. Okay. So all these steps that I'm telling you about, like basic drawing, character creation, and cleaning up of the characters and the animation of the characters. So all these stages has got specific jobs to do. Okay. So if you can get job as a background artist, you can get job as a character creator or a model artist. You can get a job as a cleanup artist. Cleanup artist is nothing but who cleans up the rough drawings of the main character artist. So his job is to clean up stuff. Okay, so make it several. There'll be a rough drawing. So just to clean it up, they will use this cleanup artist to make it into a single line so that you can progress further. So that is one. And then animators. So animators are, their job is to animate things. I'm just going to show you a sample here. Okay. So this is a basic pencil drawing, and it is animated frame by frame. Okay. So what animation you're seeing is just pencil and paper, nothing else. Okay. It is just pencil and paper and a camera. So when we draw all this and we just take it into the computer, we're just going to make it into a movie. Okay. So this process takes a lot of drawings to do. Okay. So each second, imagine you're going to have each second minimum is 24 drawings per second. So you're going to draw 24 frames per second. All these animated movies that you have seen, Tom and Jerry, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, all these were drawn. Each frame was drawn by hand, colored by hand, and captured with the camera, and then painted into a movie. That was the process. Now we have a lot of technology, and we can do everything on the computer, even including drawing and creating characters, making them move, and creating an animated movie. So you can do everything in the computer right now. But we start off with pencil and paper because that is the basic foundation that we are going to give students so that they can develop on that. Because once they have that foundation, it is very easy to do other stuff. Okay, so we make the foundation stronger so people can improve upon easily. Uh, so that is about 2D animation. I'm just going to show this is a 2D animated video which is cleaned up in on the computer and animated on the computer. So I'm just going to play it for you. Okay. So that was completely, hand drawn, cleaned up on scanned. Each layer was scanned and taken into the computer, cleaned up, and then made it into a movie. This we are going to teach you how to make, including the animation, including the text effects, including the coloring, including the music, how to sync it, and how to develop it into a movie. So that is an exciting stuff that you can do, and you can show off to your friends, and you can make it a career out of it. Okay, so you can approach companies. You can open your own venture, and serve people by giving content for display, for websites, for mobile applications. So there is a lot of stuff going on here. So if the time was there, I could have explained all the technical details of it, but I don't have that much time, so I'm just going flying over all the things. Okay, the career opportunities that you can have. uh, I'm going to play this. What you saw was a 2D animation. Okay, so I'm just going to play what a 3D animation looks like. Just hold on. Okay, there you go. Yeah. So that that was a 3D animation. Okay, so it all starts with a concept. It all starts with a paper and pencil, and it gets developed into a movie. It can be a 2D movie or a 3D movie. Okay, so it depends on what you are going to do. I'm going to show you some mix of a 3D movie and with VFX. Just watch this, and I'll just come back. Okay. So that is a 3D generated model, created, animated, and the flames and the smoke that you saw was completely VFX. Okay, so there is a difference between 2D animation, 3D animation, and VFX. So all this combined together will give you that effect. Okay, so it's a whole set of uh, stages of uh, generating this stuff. So there is a lot of opportunities for getting a job anywhere in this timeline. Okay. Uh, and one more thing, what we can do is we can, if you are not interested in animation, you can also learn photo editing. You can also learn video editing. So we have short-term courses for photo editing, video editing. Those who don't want to get into animation, they just want to, upgrade their skill set. They're working somewhere. They're working in a company. They're working in marketing. You may be working anywhere you want, but you can upgrade your skill set easily by joining these short-term courses. So what we can do is we'll teach you photo manipulation. We'll be teaching you something like this. So this is a basic photo. Okay, uh, this is a basic photo which was edited, and what we did with this was this. So that is the difference that you're going to see. So photo editing skills, we are going to teach you how to do it, how to manipulate things, and how to, create backgrounds, merge things with others. And we are going to teach you photo restoration also. So you can restore your old photos, your grandmother's, great grandmother's photos, which is completely, spoiled or something, only partially it is visible. So we can restore that photos as well. So we are going to teach you that, which is really good skill set that you can use it anywhere you want. You can use it for your family and friends. You can use it as your professional skill set. So it's an amazing thing that you can do with this. And you can also create things like this. Yeah. So you can create the creatives. If you are in a marketing field, you can create creatives yourself, so that you don't waste time or waste money. So you can create all this stuff yourself. So we are going to teach. This is graphic designing. This is not photo manipulation. This is graphic designing. So we have photo editing short-term course. We have graphic designing short-term course, and we have video editing, basic video editing short-term course also. Okay. And with that graphic designing and all, you can create brands. You can create. Just hold on. I'm just going to 1 minute. So we can create brands like this. So creating a brand is something which needs lots of we say research, because you don't want to copy anything, you don't want to steal from somebody. So this needs a lot of research, background search, like what is what, design, text, color combination, everything. So because you can't copy a McDonald's logo, you can't copy a Starbucks logo, you can't do that because they'll put a case on you. So you have to do that research. Fine. So you will be able to create your own, create branding for your clients if they want. So this is one of the our clients who we designed this logo and this branding for them. So this is one of the fields that you can choose, or a skill set that you can use in your professional life. Okay. All right. And one more thing, what is happening nowadays is something called as motion graphics. Okay. So motion graphics, I'll show you an example so that you can have a. Okay, so that was a sample of infographics, which is very fast moving nowadays, and it is very eye catching and trending right now. So social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, the ads that you see there is of about 9 to 10 seconds. So it goes fast. So you need to fit in as much information as you want into that 10 seconds of animation. So infographics help you with that. So I'm just going to play you one more infographics. This is actually a 3D infographic. I'm just going to play it out for you. So this is a 3D infographics that you've seen, and I'll also show you something which is very in nowadays. I'll play this for you. So, so what you see here is the text animation or motion graphics that you can see, and which is very fast in putting out what you want to say to the market, to the people, to your audience. So it is easy and fast to make them understand. You can just it is very catchy, and with a good music, you can make it very attractive. Okay, I'm just going to show you one more interesting graphics. So we will be teaching you all this stuff, how to do this from basic, from scratch. We are going to teach you how to make this graphics, how to animate them, how to bring it out into a movie format. And also we are going to teach, I'll show you a video clip. We are going to teach you this. This mainly helps you get a job in the movie industry, or if you want, if you are a budding director, if you are a cinematographer or somebody like that, this will be very helpful. This is VFX, hardcore VFX that I'm going to show you right now. This is actually a breakdown of the how we are going to do the animation. I'm just going to show you. So that's the Gate Bridge, and that the whole thing is completely modeled in 3D, and it is placed there, and we can easily break it. Okay. So we work with layers. A lot of layers is there, and this is very technical stuff. So, but you know the output how it looks. So we are going to make you do stuff like this. Okay, so we are going to train you to do that. I'm going to show you some interesting photos, and this is all computer generated, and this is used for architectural walkthroughs, architectural visualization. This helps in your building construction, your home construction, whatever you want to construct. This gives you a preview of what you're going to see as the final output. Okay, so we are going to create this 3D visualization for you. This is also one career that people are heavily doing it in India. They provide this 3D views for their clients so that they have a preview of what the final output will be, how their house is going to look. So we can create this in 3D completely from scratch. Okay, so we are going to teach that. We are going to teach you how to put materials, how to put the lightings, how to place the different stuff, all these materials, different kinds of accessories. So everything we are going to teach from scratch so that you can create your own uh, client base. Okay. And we can also create some visualizations for your presentations, your maybe personal use. You can use it for that, or you can use it for creating stuff for other people. So this is one a fast moving thing that is catching up in India. I don't know about US market, but in India it is very catching up. This kind of pre-wedding shoots, pre-wedding animations, pre-wedding invitations, or digital invitations, e-invitations it is called right now. So I'm just going to play out one clipping. You can have a look. So these kind of videos are very popular in India right now, and everybody is doing it. So you can make a career out of this also. Okay, so we have done a lot of projects like this for people who are interested. Okay, so I'm just going to a little bit technical stuff I'm going to show. Okay, so how things are done, I'm just going to show you a clip. You just go through that so that you get an idea of how a 3D animation is going to take place. Okay. So what you are seeing right now is a complete model and textured and rigged model that is getting animated. This is not the final output, but this is how the work goes on. So just like humans and animals have a bone structure, we do the same thing for the characters also. We rig it. Rigging means we put bones to the body. So we basically it's like our bones itself. So we make it like that, and we make it move exactly how an animal moves, how a human body behaves. Everything is mimicked exactly the same way. So that is the whole 3D part of it. So how it is going to be done. So what we tell our students is that you are more than any technical person. Usually, what happens in India, it is all engineers and doctors. So they have this illusion that that is the most technical field that you can get into, but it is not so. If you see, if you can make out from all the things that you're seeing right now, there is a lot of technicalities involved. Uh, for example, if you are doing an animation of the heart, let's say for example, so what happens is you need to know how the heart works, how the blood flows, and over that you have to make it work. You have to make it visually, do the work that it is doing, pumping the blood and everything. So you are technically more than a doctor. So you have to know how that the specification, technical words and everything, and then again animated. So it's a whole different level actually. So I tell my students that you are more than engineers and doctors, because the knowledge, apart from the knowledge of how it beats, you have to animate it, and that takes a lot of effort to get that perfection and all that. So how much time have I left? Anybody?
Uh, I think you have another 8 or 9 minutes, and then we can open it. Then Shreya will ask you a few questions, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Um, just okay. So one more VFX example I'm going to show. Okay, how we work with green mat, blue mat. You might have seen some movie making of movies, almost all the VFX movies, all the Marvel movies, all the Jurassic Park, everything. They use green screen and blue screen a lot. So I'll just show you an example. So this is a green screen recording that we have done. So this is done with a green background. This is the screen that we have. This is shot, and we have another clip. This is our Indian flag. This is another clip. What we are going to do is we are going to take away the green screen, the green background, and then we are going to make these two videos come together. So this is the final output that we are going to get. Okay, so you can't make out at all that it is separate videos. So it looks so natural. So this is a key. This is called as keying, Keying. It's so we key out green color and blue color, whatever screen that you use. So this is one of the techniques that we use, and we also teach how to shoot, how to move your camera, how to angle your camera, how to handle the scenario and everything. So we are going to teach you that also, and then we are going to teach you production. I mean pre-production, production, and post-production. So everything comes in the timeline. So this is a lot of technicalities, and I'm putting out a lot of information. I know, but I hope I hope you're getting all the points that I'm saying, because there is a lot of stuff to say. So just 1 hour is not enough actually. So I'm just gliding through the surface. You just have to grasp whatever you can. All right. So I'm going to show you one more infographics. Yeah, I'm going to show you a walkthrough of the 3D space. I'm just going to show you this. So we did this project for this Heritage Infratech. This is a locality in Mysore, and they have this what do you call a gated community kind of. So this is coming up in India a lot. So this is happening. So we give a preview of how it is going to look for their customers, so they can sell their sites and properties. So this is a tech city, and it has got everything inside. It has got a hotel, it has got hospital, it has got educational institute, it's got library, it's got whole lot of things, gym, everything inside the city. So right now it is an in thing in Mysore, in India. So this is a completely 3D visualization. It's a walkthrough so that you'll get a complete picture of how the project is going to come up. Actually, when we did that, they just had the land. They had not marked anything. So this is a preview of how it is going to look. The project is going to look. Okay. So see the gym. So we have all the buildings, how it is going to look, so that the customers can have a feel and invest beforehand, even before things get start building stuff, they start construction, they get this visualization, and they'll want to buy this property or something like that. So they have all these facilities, they can show this visualization. So this is an amazing stuff that you can learn. So everything is a park, everything amphitheaters. So this is coming up in Mysore. So they have their own treatment plant also inside the city. So you have clean water all the time. Okay. Fine. I think so. I hope you got an idea of how many careers that you can have in this. So there is a lot of options for you to get into. Uh, so I hope I've conveyed whatever I could. So if there is any question you want to ask me, you can just go ahead. Shreya, you want to take it from here?
Yeah, I'll jump right into the questions. First, I want to say thank you. That presentation was incredibly informational and insightful, and I definitely didn't know that a lot of Hollywood, outsourced to places in Bangalore and Mysore to do a lot of like VFX and animation. So that's something new that I learned, and it definitely piqued my interest in the field. So my first question is, what advantages do Kannada Kutta New York members have if they decide to explore the field with your company?
Well, since the time difference is there, we have timed it in the early morning and late evening classes you're going to have, and I'll share the course details with you, like what duration it will be. I'll just post it here. Just give me 1 minute. I'll just see where it is. Right. 1 minute. Just give me a minute. Just right here. 1 minute. 1 minute. I'm just going to put it here. So, like the course duration, you can just have a look so that you have some clarity in that. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So this is the small breakup of the sessions. So like you can see photo editing, you have 25 sessions, graphic design 25 sessions, 2D animation 60 sessions, 3D animation 120 sessions. So no matter the holidays or whatever emergencies come, this number of sessions will be completed. So not none of the institutes in India or anywhere, they give you this guarantee that you're going to finish these sessions, because if they say 1 month, they'll finish it off in 1 month. No matter if you have 15 sessions or 20 sessions, they don't care. So they just take the money and tell you that 1 month is up. So, but we are going to complete the sessions for you. So, and for Kannada Kota especially, we'll be giving out discounts for short-term courses, a 10% discount, and a long-term courses 20% discount exclusively for Kannada Kota members. Anything else you want to ask, Shreya?
Yeah, so I had just a bit of a personal question. I know you mentioned that originally you were, I think, an environmental engineer, and then you switched over to animation. So, like, what inspired you to switch careers so late in life?
I was creative from the beginning, so I was inclined towards that. But when you get into this technical colleges and everything, it is all about exams and what you can memorize and you can put it back. So it is just about that. So you'll not have that practical exposure and that creativity also. But this interested me a lot because from childhood I was interested in drawing, creative stuff, and lot of. And one more thing I wanted to add is something called as stop motion animation. Okay, I couldn't cram that into this. It's called stop motion animation, where you get very technical with models and engineering stuff, small micro mini stuffs. So that is also very interesting, and that is one option that you can. And that interested me a lot actually. I couldn't play your clip, but I'll send you in maybe WhatsApp. You can share.
Yeah, thank you. And another question I had, and if anyone in the audience has any questions, you can definitely speak up. But another question I had is, what does a typical day in the life look like for you, or like animators in general? Like, maybe just a quick breakdown.
we sometimes when we are working on a project, we will not realize if it is day or night, like what's happening right now. So we just forget breakfast, we forget food, we forget what time it is because we are so involved in our work. If you're passionate enough, I think it doesn't matter.
Okay. And one of my last questions was like, what direction do you see this field heading towards in the future?
Oh, it is heading in the right direction and in a big way because all this technical education, what you see, engineering, it is going to become saturated. And what you're going to learn through this is life skills. What you're going to learn is something which you can do sitting at home also, and very creative stuff. It is this stuff, video editing, that photo editing, stuff like this that's going to work because sometime this software career is going to get saturated at one point.
Yeah, thank you. Those are all the questions I had prepared. But once again, if anyone else has any other questions, feel free to speak up. But Badrianko, if you wanted to jump in.
Sure. Before that, I just want to leave a few pause for if audience has any questions. Audience, anyone, any questions? This is your great opportunity to talk to Vinay. And so far, whatever you have seen, any questions you may have?
Any parents here, or everybody is like youngsters?
Oh, there's a lot of parents here too. Yeah.
This will be a because most of the Indian parents, they don't know this career opportunity. They usually push their children to technical stuff, engineers, doctors, MBA, marketing, and all that. So this is something very. If they see this in their child that they are creative and interested in creating stuff, and this is a very beautiful field. If they have that passion, they can do like anything. Yeah.
Got it. And what is the best way if participants here wants to get in touch with you? What's the best way to contact you, Vinay?
Yeah, you can contact me on WhatsApp. So that's the best way I think. You can contact me on WhatsApp. You can just leave a message. I can get back to you.
Awesome. So, Shreya, I just want to sincerely thank you for preparing and interviewing Vinay. Sincerely, thank you for that. And also, Vinay, I just want to highlight what you presented in 45 minutes or so. You introduced us to so many different potential careers that it doesn't matter what age group people can go, which is like photo editing, video editing, graphic designing, creating brand, motion graphics, infographics, 3D infographics, visualizing the presentation, wedding-based invitations, and stop motion, 3D visualizations. It's just unbelievable. I think people who are looking at the cusp of changing careers or looking at careers and what you mentioned about what's going to be the future, this is unbelievable opportunities, I could say. So thank you once again, Vinay, for giving your precious time, that too early in the morning, and educating us all of us on this. And also, I just want to highlight one more thing, which is he is giving for short-term courses. If you take with Vinay, you're going to get 10% discount. You have to mention Kannada Kuta, New York. And also, if you take longer courses, 20% discount. And also, we are trying to convince him to kind of give us a summer course for children, Kannada Kuta community children for summer courses. So that's going to come later. Once again, thank you, Vinay. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot for having me. Yeah.
No, thank you for coming and doing this for us. Really appreciate that.
Yeah. Thanks, Vinay. I think it's a late night. ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ. As Badri said, ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಯೂಶಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Like our summer sessions on the 8 weeks, we do something. We can put this as a curriculum at that time, and we'll reach out to you back on that. Thanks, Badri. This is one of the very interesting session antane helbodu. Going forward, as we decided, we'll bring some other speakers who can surely help our community on this path. Thanks, Vinay, once again, Badri and Shreya, for one wonderful session. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you. Take care.